Welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, the Devil's Daughter. We're almost done with this case here. We only have a couple more things to do, and the main one is using the analysis table to consult our findings.
Watson, what are you doing at my table?
I just need to check one thing about Lord Marsh.
Okay.
My intuition tells me that Lord Marsh is hiding something about his disease. His cough, in addition to his fever and his usage of strong painkillers, leads me to believe that he is seriously ill. Let's study it more closely.
Alright, magnifying glass. Set the focus using the scroll bar.
Sputum with tiny drops of blood. I could take a sample and examine it under the microscope.
Let's just how do we do that? Using this. Alrighty. Take a swab. And then that, and oh, they do it himself. Okay, cool.
Let us apply chemicals to color the sample.
Alrighty, cool.
I need a pipette.
I need a pipette. Ooh, okay, there we go. Let's check this out. And more. I guess you want more chemicals, that's fine by me. More the merrier, right? No. And right here, once more. Perfect.
Now, let's examine the colored sample under the microscope.
Over here. And let's see, we can move it around using the hand. Making a little... Oh, hello.
Mycobacterium. It appears that Lord Marsh is seriously ill. Holmes, this is no longer a laughing matter. It is just as I feared. Lord Marsh is suffering from tuberculosis.
You don't say.
Yes, I do say. And Holmes, he will die if he is not transferred to a sanatorium as soon as possible.
And yet both Lord Marsh and Dr. Fisher are doing their best to hide this fact. How interesting.
But why?
Why indeed, Watson?
Oh, dear God. You don't think that Lord Marsh contracted tuberculosis while aiding the poor? How terrible. I have a commitment that I can't possibly cancel. Holmes, during my absence, please be extremely careful. This disease is highly contagious. And remember that we have women at home.
Thank you, Miss Alice. Until later.
I'll see you soon, Caitlin.
Where have you been?
Our neighbour lent me a book. She is so kind. I think she likes you.
I doubt that.
How is your investigation going?
It's going. Dracula?
Yes, it's forbidden reading at my boarding school. Did you know?
Well, well.
This is so romantic.
Okay. Now then. Now, we'll just ignore Caitlin again, because we don't need to talk to her. And let's see, let's examine the, Wolfjack thing. Alrighty, okay, so what's this one? We're going to the... Not you. So I have to go to a different part of the thing, not newspapers, the encyclopedias, the botany section, and, 100 legendary...
That's not the one I need.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Interesting. This is the wrong thing. I wanted to examine the military badge, but it's not this one. Interesting. Well, this shouldn't be too hard to find anyway, the real one, because the guide lied. I hate when the guide lies. Alrighty, so this should be back over here then, under possibly marks and symbols. Or not. That's the one. Nope, it's not. Badges and medals. The badge of military merit. Oh, come on, that's gotta be right. Or it's this one. Okay, Wolfjack. Here it is.
Here it is.
And one more, the gruesome oaks. This one, I believe, is in the botanic section. If not, then I'm gonna have to go look for this myself again. Botany. 100 legendary oaks. This is the one I thought was the other one.
Here it is. Cranston's Oak is in Epping Forest. That's the place indicated on George Hurst's map.
Yes. And we're gonna do a deduction real quickly. Use that. And, do that. Nothing special has happened, so we only have the invitation left. And let me look at this real quickly. Because I think my least favorite part of the game is coming up. No, we need to look at the London map, and then my least favorite part of the game will come up. Let's examine the map.
Let's try to find the place from the hand-drawn
Map. Oops, I didn't mean to close that so quickly. And yes, the game, or the guide does not tell me anything helpful. Gruesome Oak. Let's see here. The map is pretty big, but it shouldn't be too hard to find this place. One would think. Alright, so this could take a few tries, so bear with me as I try and find the exact location. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the game, it's been a while since I've played the game. And so I do not remember every single fine detail. Oh, we can move that too. I was an idiot. Is that you? No. We can also skip this, but I don't want to. Oh, so we can do like this. So it's that. Alrighty. Come on, game, where is it? It shouldn't be too hard, just look for like a spot on the map with 3 forks in the road. Yeah, here we are. Come on, game, where is it? You're drumming up precious time, because we need time for the next segment. And also, I'm running low on space on my hard drive, so I need to kind of get this episode done in a rather timely fashion. I don't want to skip this, but it's just getting on my nerves. Okay. The walkthrough brags that gives you detailed solutions for everything in Sherlock Holmes: The Devil's Daughter. Well, it is a great big lie. Never use GamePressure.com for your game guides. I would use another guide for this, but unfortunately this is the only decent text walkthrough on the internet. Someone fix that, please. Oh wait, here we go. Maybe? Yes.
Here it is. Drat. I'll need to hurry if I want to find out what's going on at the forest.
Please don't jump me there.
Father, that boy Wiggins, does he come here very often?
He helps occasionally in some of my cases. Why do you ask?
I'd like to talk to him.
Talk to him?
Father, back at school there are only girls to talk to, and they are so boring. I'm sure Wiggins has lots of exciting stories to tell about his life in London. It would be so romantic.
Alrighty, we'll be reasonable.
Caitlin, you know that Wiggins hasn't had the most fortunate life.
That only makes him more interesting.
Oh, Kate.
I'll leave you alone now.
Alright, deduction time. There's only one left to do. Alrighty, and the correct choice is... Oh, it's nothing. But now it's a choice. Let me check to make sure we do the right choice. Just go to Epping Forest. Escape! And Epping Forest has by far my least favorite part of the game. So, to Epping Forest. And right away, I think you can see why this is my least favorite part of the game, because you are running away from— ah! This guy. He's shooting at you, and what you gotta do is you gotta run down this path, and you gotta get away while using the cover so that he won't shoot you. And to make it easier on myself, I've also using post-commentary so that I can focus primarily on the game when I was playing, and not having to worry about both talking and running from this guy. So, since post-commentary comes a lot harder to me than usual commentary, we're gonna kind of be just letting the game do most of the talking. So just follow this path right here, and eventually be presented with a choice. You're gonna want to choose the easier path. The easier path the first time is to the right towards that boulder, so head that way. Your detective talent will help you out in those spots. Look out! This is probably the part where WASD comes more in handy, because you can use the left and right to really quickly shift out of the way of the gun, so that you will not get shot and killed. Case in point. Whatnot. Alrighty, so just hide behind this tree real quickly. Wait for our gauge to recover, because you don't have you have unlimited running in other parts of the game when it's just investigation, but here in this part of the game where it's actually running away from danger, we have limited running speed. Oh, I wasn't in cover there. Oh, bad. Alright, so just continue on, keep forward. The path is pretty much straightforward. The only time you really have choices is when we get to intersections, and when there are, well, when we get to probably the worst part of the game. It's not too terribly far. Just a little bit further, and then we'll be there. There are a few things we need to do that is a little bit of a break from the chase, but it's not much of a break, so enjoy it while it lasts. We'll be at those breaks in a little bit, but first we have a choice here. That was kind of a very inconvenient time to do the choice because we were about to get shot at. The correct path is once again your right.
Where is he?
Yeah, we're not gonna tell you. Anyway, this is the break part right here.
He's poor.
You gonna examine this
He's
guy?
poor.
We know he's poor.
This
And
man was killed recently. The body is still warm.
okay. And just like that, back to the chase. Alrighty, so this next segment is about as hard as the first segment, if not harder, because we get to a really, really bad part of the game. Okay, there's a cliff that you obviously can't jump down, but just proceed forward here. Take cover where you can. I know someone who might actually enjoy this part, but well, then again, he's a very peculiar person, so if he enjoys this part, I wouldn't be surprised because of the games he's played before. That's a cliff. Go that way, straight towards the log. After we regain our stamina. Yes, here we are. Dodge! There we go. Forward march. Well, after we hide behind the tree so we don't get shot, which is a very smart thing to do. Hide behind trees so you don't get shot. Alright, another choice. We have towards the swamp and towards whatever the other way is. We'll head towards the swamp. Very bad idea in hindsight, but it's also the safest route through here, unfortunately. Yes, here we are. This is more fun to commentate when you don't have to be playing it. Alright, and this part is a swamp. What you need to do is you need to use your detective talent while behind cover to find the safe route through the swamp. Easier said than done. This is actually the part where I got terribly stuck here and had to ask for a little bit of help from a friend to get through this segment. Cool. Let's hide behind here. Very badly, I might add. There we go. Let our... Oh, there's no more stamina, so never mind. We just gotta wade through the swamp. This part is very tricky, because I fell in the water several times at that particular segment of the swamp. And now we need to continue going forward like that towards that cover. It's nice that the game marks the cover, so that's probably one positive to this Otherwise, very scary and bad sake, in my opinion. I mean, from the shooting to the intenseness, this is the worst action sequence in the entire game. After this, the action sequence get a lot more durable. Trust me. We're almost out. We just gotta get over there. You probably got about maybe one more, possibly two more covers, and then we all good. This way. Well, I like to know how the hunter will get through, because he doesn't have our special talent. Then again, it's a video game. Yes, that makes total sense the way that logic worked right there. It was obviously pointing at us, yet the bullet went through us. I'm not complaining, but that doesn't make any sense. Also, the hunter's getting very, very close. That is very, very bad. Fortunately, we're out of the swamp, so we can move now. And the game saves, so you don't have to go through any of that again once you reach this part. Unless you're me and you're making a walkthrough for the game, and you have to put up with that a second time. Alright, see, we're almost done here. We only got a little bit left, and then we'll be done with this chase. Just gotta go ahead and go forward once we recover our stamina. Hide behind there. And then over this log. Indeed. Yes, we will. Alrighty. And this is the second break you get. This guy looking at this here. Let's see. Turn it around so you can read the name.
God, it's Lord Harrington's body. He was killed by a shot to the forehead.
Ugh, so gruesome.
My health is deteriorating. I need to dress my wound.
Alright, so we'll go take care of that. Once we walk over him, why not? And just follow the path straight. This part is easy because there's no hunter, and you also have unlimited stamina again, so... Let's head forward, and eventually, we'll see really weird bushes. And, we'll also see a cabin up ahead. So we just go ahead and go in the cabin, and we'll be able to treat our wound here. If Holmes will get inside. There we go. There should be items to address it on the table. After we decide to look around for a pointless reason.
I can hide here.
Or just revealing that we can hide there. That works too. Okay, check the table.
The Quartermain Club. This must be Lord Marsh's cabin.
It must be indeed.
This will help to dress my wound.
Yes, dress your wound. Come on, take care of that.
Someone's coming. I better hide.
Yeah, I better hide. Hurry. It's the hunter. Don't want him to find us after all that.
Breathe, Lord Marsh. It's almost over.
Who are you?
George Hurst from the 1st Lovett Scouts, here to deliver justice.
An old soldier. How ironic. Did we refuse you on our special education program?
It's true, I was refused. An old wounded soldier is useless to you, but he can still be dangerous.
We hunted a lot in these woods, but I didn't expect to become the prey. I have lived a grand life without any limits set by others. I will die a happy man, so you won't see me begging you, festering wretch.
Prepare to meet your maker.
We're going to take time to do a deduction real quickly. Because we can't continue till we do it. And after you come down to this conclusion, you find out that Lord Marsh hunts people down. And now we get to choose. Do we condemn Lord Marsh, or do we absolve Lord Marsh of his crimes? You can pick either one. It does not matter. The more Sherlock like of the two would be to absolve. But we're going to go ahead and condemn, because we can.
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
Holmes! My, an almost worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now, it's time to end this.
By all means.
George, listen to me. If you're seeking an apt punishment and vengeance, killing Marsh will give him exactly what he wants. He would die knowing that he had fulfilled his life through his absolute control of it. But if you allow Marsh to live and be arrested, he will suffer a punishment far greater than your eye could deliver. His ball and chain will be the debilitating tuberculosis. It will drag him painfully and slowly to his demise behind bars.
You're mad. You're both mad.
Let's go and find Tom.
Not just yet. See, Lord Marsh, you will die here. Although not by the gun. You'll die slowly.
Don't do this, George.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice.
Holmes, you cannot fully understand why we helped so many and sacrificed a few. But don't let me die like this. Just kill me now.
You have a choice?
Mr. Hurst, you've already served brutal justice to Lord Harrington and I hope Lord Collins and Dr. Fisher. Taking that into consideration, you may as well kill Lord Marsh and end the Quartermain Club completely. No loose ends.
Hard to believe 8% people made that choice. Alrighty, so now you accept the decision, and we can go on to the second case of the game, which is called A Study in Green.
Done, Watson.
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.
Alright, welcome to case 2. We're gonna go back to first person because that's how I like to play. This case, it's an interesting one. There's a really unexpected twist that comes about towards the end of it, but I must say, the action sequence is nowhere near as annoying as the one we had in Pray Tell just a few minutes ago. So, let's go ahead and do, let's see what we got here. Random out, pastor outfit, sportswear. We're going to go with sportswear. Whoops, one back, sportswear. And as for the hat, we're going to put the hat back. I don't know why we have to do a facial disguise. We're not going anywhere. I don't think we need that yet, so we're gonna hit escape to validate the game will save. And we're gonna head on to the club. Going to the club to play lawn bowls. We're going to the club to play lawn bowls. It's a fun little game where you throw bowls and balls and stuff like that. Dong dong.
Mr. Holmes, you played very well yesterday. I'm obliged to you, Sir Charles. I play many outdoor sports. That's the key to my success. My friend Dr. Watson has decided to join me. Really? Mr. Holmes, would you like to see the first prize?
A rare stone Mayan quiche calendar.
Mayan quiche?
Indeed. Their legendary king, Tekun Uman, has his statue just behind you. Although this one is a cast metal copy.
That?
Well, since only members may enter the clubhouse, we have exhibited the calendar outside. Please, explore.
We will explore. Alrighty. Hello, Watson.
The statue of Tekun Uman.
It's quite nice, isn't it? If I can look at it properly.
This statue is made of metal.
Yes. And what's lovely here is we have a throwback to Sherlock Holmes versus Arsène Lupin over here on the phonograph. We are playing soundtrack from that game. You recognize it? If not, I think I'll answer a very helpful flashback right now. We're almost there. Zig, zig, zag, zig, ziggity, 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 zag, la la la. I'm having way too much fun. Flashback over. Back to the game.
The
Alrighty.
first prize, the Mayan quiche calendar.
Da, 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 da. Well, if you hadn't remembered it yet, I help you remember even better with that. Because remember, I did that when I played the game. It's fun. Oh, and we're gonna play bowls now.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Are you ready to begin the final game?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit no.
I still need some time.
Because I was still exploring.
This'll keep Watson happy.
Yeah, it shall. Oh, whoops, I think I'll start the game.
So, are you ready now?
No.
I still need some time.
Da 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 da. Oh, that's the only way. Alright. Looking around. Wow, this is a wonderful waste of time.
I'd like to win the Mayan calendar. It's a beautiful work of art.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Alright, I want to look at this. There it is. Here we go.
What a spectacular season.
Yes. We've almost won, and if we get our way, and if I get my way, we will win. The phone is kind of getting screwy. Alright, the game's saved. And, the bowls game definitely takes a while, and I didn't want to have a long bit of material left in this episode since we kind of had a bit of a violent part. And this is quite fun, so we'll be starting off next episode by playing lawn bowls. See you guys then.